Yo, and we are live, baby. Today is August 10th. Once again, thank the Lord for another day, man. Just want to start off with that positivity every single day. And that's all I got for today. But yes, I'm super excited for today. We do have CPI data. And I just want to check that the mic is working. Yes, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So, we got a few key levels. I'm doing things a little differently today. Um, Everything's gonna look the same here on your end, but on my end, I'm looking at a couple different things here, which I will explain. But first, I want to talk about these levels here. So, as you guys know, CPI data was released at 5:30. We saw a lot of volatility, and we bounced off of this 2-hour supply zone. We bounced off of this level of support, and right now we're kind of within these this range here, right? So just pointing that out, and I'm still kind of breaking down ES here, um, but I will also send you guys over to NASDAQ so that you guys can see some of the commonalities, and that way we could come up with a plan here. But I'm just really looking for my setup. After we bounce, once we bounce from these, once we bounce off of these key levels, I want to see once we bounce off of these key levels, I want to see my setup. Right now, I may be spotting something. I may be spotting something. Um, Dude, I gotta get the feed for. I gotta get the feed for what's it called? For real time futures here on Nasdaq, or looking at TradingView here. This is the feed that I want. This 15306 looks kind of promising. I like it. If we can get to 15306 here on Nasdaq, I'd be willing to go short.
Order filled.
All right, we're in short. Kind of like this setup here. Dude, if we can start off with a banger, that'd be amazing. Let's start off with a banger here. Um, yeah, 15306. I like it. I like it. And I like it. We got in at 15304. So we're in short right now. We got 5 minutes till the market opens. I like this trade. I really do. I like the volume that we're seeing here. So I'm doing things a little differently. So I'm looking at these Heikin-Ashi candles on the 1 minute here on TradingView. I have other indicators here like the EMAs, some resistance slash support levels here that are automatically um, highlighted for me, and yeah, just looking at those two things. And then I also have like a volume spike analysis, so whenever we see an increase in volume, a spike in volume, I will be it'll show me uh, it'll reveal to me like the volume spike. So that's what I'm looking at. But I kind of messed around with my setup here, and I think I feel pretty good with the way my layout is right now. So, you know, hopefully it works out. All right, so we are seeing a little retracement. I got in short right here at this 15. I got in like at 15,304, but this is my zone here. That's my zone right there. That's where I want price to be held up, and I want to see lower lows. All right, I like the rejection there. I like the rejection. We're just going with momentum here. Even when I don't feel it, you working. You never stop working. Alright, I like that ES is making lower lows here. Let's get to it, man. Come on. Nasdaq just has to follow suit here, but ES did a good job of rejecting that level. We're now making lower lows. So I need to see Nasdaq do the same thing here, and it's kind of holding back. What's going on, Nasdaq? We don't have a lot of levels to consider here. I mean, I have this 10-minute support. I have resistance slash support here. I mean, we got to stay below this. But as you can tell, this line here has been hit quite a few times, and the source came from back here, which I won't get to, but come on, baby. Oh, we got 1 minute till the market opens. Let's just get to it. I'm gonna just hold it. Fuck it. I'm holding this thing. If we can test the lows here at 15,252, that would be amazing. I'll probably trim some in a little bit. Probably like at 15,268. That's where I'll trim some. Just because, of course, market just opened. It's going to be a little volatile. But I'm looking to trim at 15,268. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, don't do that to me.
Stop Stop filled.
No, we were in the green. Why'd you do that to me? Ugh. Fucking A. We were in the green. Fucking A. That is who you are. Very strong rejection, of course. Dude, if we end up breaking past. I already like the momentum that I'm seeing here. I'm gonna buy this up right now.
Order filled.
I like this momentum. I bought it at 15,327.
Stop filled.
All right, that's 2 L's. Back to back L's, bruh. Shit. Fucking A. Come on now. Come on now. I just need one to hit. I need one to hit. Oh, nice. Well, I just blew my account. I didn't blow my account. No, I just I went below the threshold here, so I'm gonna have to reset my account. Full transparency, yup. This is probably like my 5th one that I should have taken some profits on that first one. I mean, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Let's do this. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. I'm gonna get my account set up here very quickly. As of right now, once again, we have a 15-minute supply zone up here. I was expecting a lower low, and that's one thing, man. I didn't even notice. I need to have VWAP on here. Because we did hit VWAP, but I don't have it here on my main screen. That would have been a nice area to take some profits. Up, up, and away. So we're coming into that level of supply there. Yo, if we reject that, if we reject that level of supply and we get below this 45.15 on ES, so I'm just taking care of a few things right now. I'm trying to reset my account here, and then we'll hop back on. So full disclaimer, these last few days have not been good for me. I've gone just completely, the last 2 days could have traded so much better, but I did take some fat L's. So I'm looking for a comeback. I'm looking for a comeback. So we're hitting that 15-minute supply, having a hard time here breaking below it. Or I'm sorry, breaking above it. I'm telling you, if we can break below that 45.15 here on ES, that would be pretty good. All right, I'm just finishing up. Let me just get this. So we're seeing a double top here. We keep hitting that 15-minute supply. Can't quite break through it. All right, I think we are ready to go. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so I just did all of that. So I'm working on passing my account. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So for me, it's kind of hard to take a trade up here just because we do have, I don't really trade breakouts here. And we do have a 15-minute supply zone, so that I'm not really looking to trade that. What do we have above this 15-minute supply, you may ask? Well, we have a couple rejections up here at this 15,425. This was actually yesterday's high day as well, so this 15,425 definitely a level I would consider. So these are the kind of plays that get to me because that long that I took at right, 4 minutes into the market, I saw confluences on both Nasdaq and ES, and I chose to take it on Nasdaq, but it worked out nicely on ES. On Nasdaq, we saw a little more of a retracement, stopping me out, but here on on ES, it worked out perfectly. From 50, yeah, that worked out nicely. As of right now, I'm not looking to short. Clearly, buyers are in control, and I think we could potentially hit yesterday's highs. Fifteen three two five, 15,325. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to get this market data here on Trading View. And let's see. let's get to it. That should give me that real-time data there. No, why is it still delayed? What the fuck? No. I apologize to anyone watching. I apologize. Just setting up a few things here. I'm trying to get here on TradingView this real-time data to. I just literally subscribed to it, but it's not giving me the real-time data. Man, what the hell just happened here? I know, I should have done this yesterday, but what the hell? I didn't think it was gonna be so damn difficult. Real-time data. About fucking time. Okay. Now the only issue. All right, now I got real-time data. Cool. Cool. Um, all right, so that should, we're in the, yes, it's not delayed anymore. Doesn't that make a difference? All right, cool. So 646. Even when I don't feel it, you working. Yeah, I'm not mad for going long there, dude. It worked out nicely here on ES. Golly, look at that, bruh. I hopped in at 45.15. However, on Nasdaq, once again, it pulled back way more. But on here on ES, I mean, that's the thing that you have to bear with Nasdaq. It's like, oh, sorry, wrong one. That's the thing with Nasdaq right here. I got in at the same time as here, right? We pulled back, and look at this pullback in comparison to Nasdaq. This pullback was a little shorter, but on Nasdaq, that's one of the things that you have to bear is the uh, is the lack of liquidity, which means sometimes it may pull back a little more than what you're comfortable with. But here on I saw the same play both on ES and Nasdaq, and we had a very strong break. So yeah, this was fucking solid here. Let's get to it. Um, what a nice bounce, man. Man, I wish I caught that. We'd be up about 30 points. That's insane, dude. I fucking ES, or I should say fucking Nasdaq. That was the move of the day. That's exactly what I was anticipating. And yeah, we bounced off of VWAP. Very strong rejection in the morning. That's where I should have taken some profits. I was in short. Should have taken some profits here at VWAP. But again, I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready. I didn't have VWAP on my screen, and now I just subscribe to the real time data here on TradingView. So we'll go ahead and 6:35. Yeah, that was. And that was a setup right there. The more I look at it, the more confluences I see. Six 35. All right, so we're noticing a little struggle here. A lot of volume coming through, and I want to see what exactly is happening up here. What's the holdup, right? And once again, we had a very strong rejection here. I don't know if you'd want to, but you could potentially, go life size and anticipate a pullback. But I'd be going against the trend, right? And we don't want to do that. Plus, I don't really have. If I had more confluences, like if maybe it was a Fibonacci retracement, then I'd be like, okay, well maybe it's worth taking, but we are hitting this 2-hour supply here on ES. First time we hit it. Yeah, it's the first time we actually hit it. So 2-hour supply there. 2-hour supply. And at the same time, NASDAQ is hitting this rejection level that occurred yesterday overnight. We could potentially see a little pullback here. We didn't see like a huge rejection, so it makes me believe like we're gonna break past this eventually. So I think we could just potentially see some kind of pullback here and then continuation. Potentially, right? Unless we double top, then that would be a different scenario, but I'm upset. 50,000 on my head is disrespect. Hey. Yeah, dude, that was the play. That was the play right there. A lot of things were lining up. The EMAs, we were breaking past an opposing zone. We were breaking past the trend line. We were breaking past. We bounced off of VWAP. There was a lot of things happening there. white, that black background looks pretty clean on TradingView. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Yeah, I've always gone with white, but this black background looks pretty nice. Could you change the theme on TradingView? That's, I'm actually curious. Oh, dark mode, there you go. Let's see. It's actually not, I mean, not the best to be honest, but I'm not interested in trading this. This is why I'm kind of messing around with TradingView right now, but I'm not interested in trading this. I don't like this price action. It looks like it might be just consolidating. There's a few things that can happen here. It's either we consolidate, and then we break past this, making higher highs, or we keep rejecting this level and eventually we have some kind of pullback. But I'm not really interested in trading this, so I'm gonna just stay away from it. As of right now, I'm gonna mess around with the theme here on TradingView, but I'm gonna get this down, bro. I promise you I'm gonna get this down. We do keep seeing pretty strong rejections up here. I just don't like I don't like the setup here. I mean, we're seeing a lot of rejections up here at these higher levels. But it looks like we're just consolidating here. I wouldn't want to trade this. I kind of fuck with that. Yes, 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 yes. Um, cool. We're seeing some momentum to the downside. Once again, I'm not trading this, but if we could see some kind of pullback here. If we could see some kind of pullback and then find continuation. This is real. We're seeing a little momentum here. I mean, you could choose to take this short. I mean, if you choose if you want to take this short, now would be the time. But I'm not looking to short this. I'm looking for a pullback, and then once we maybe get above this 15436 level, right around this area here. Like if we can get above that, then I'll be willing to go long. Very slow action, you guys can tell, right? Very, very slow action. Oh, yep, 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 yep. That's right. Market has infinite opportunities. That's why I only trade either ES or NASDAQ. I don't need anything more than that, honestly. So there's that opposing zone. I had spotted this opposing zone here, but it's not really quality. It's not a quality This is not a quality setup if I'm being honest. So I got in at 632 to go long, and now having the real time market data at 635, that would have been a phenomenal entry to go long. Pretty strong rejection here at looking at the 5 minute candle. Pretty strong rejection. Uh, don't know what to make of this action here. It looks pretty slow. Not much to point out on my end. I feel like this kind of sets us up for a pullback and then continuation to the upside. So it can pull back here, and my zone would be somewhere around there. If we do end up going long, is it there or is it? Yep, it's right there. Somewhere in that ballpark right there. If we can pull back and then see some strong buying breaking past this, I'd be willing to go long for continuation here. Kind of strange how slow price yeah, how slow price is right now. I don't know if I'm gonna hop in here. I would need to see a lot of buying stepping in, but we're not really seeing that. All right, so we're getting above that level. we're seeing some nice buying. Step in. We just broke past that level. I would need to see another candle here before I choose to hop in. Yeah, I don't like that. See, no continuation, very slow price action. Although we are seeing a lot of volume come through. I think it's better if we just wait right now. It's too slow. You guys notice the difference. Look how fast we ran up, and prices just slowed down dramatically. Those trend lines you see, those are from higher time frames. Sometimes we break past these trend lines like we did this morning, or it's still the morning, but earlier today. Um, Sometimes we break past them, and then you'll find price retrace back to them, and they'll act as either support or resistance. Oh, woo, baby. Why you gotta act so mean? right, we just had that nice little sell off there. Not look I'm not looking to go short just because we're moving low. However, if we can get above if we can get above like maybe that level there, I'd be interested in going long. I would need to see a strong rejection here, right? See a strong rejection and then find continuation to the upside. I'm just not looking to play this short. I think it's a lower probability in my opinion. And if we smack these fib retracements, we still got a ways to go, but and there was a few confluences here that I will point out. Like we broke structure, right? I draw trend lines on my charts. We broke past that structure. We kept making lower lows after we hit that supply zone, and then we broke past the EMAs here. So yes, a lot of confluences, but as I look at this context here, I don't know if I like it to the upside. I mean to the downside. see a strong rejection here. Red flag. That's a red flag for all the bears. We're coming into resistance, or support I should say. It was once resistance, but we're coming into that level of support here at 15,355. Seeing a lot of volume coming through. I think we may see the longs come in right here. Just kidding. I said the longs are gonna come in here. God damn, that thing broke down. Very strong rejection here. And if I were to look at the Fibonacci retracement, We are hitting the 61.8. Yeah, very strong rejection here. Also happens to be like a 30-minute demand here. This whole entire area happens to be like a 30-minute demand, so we're also hitting this trend line here. Happens to be a psychological level, 45.15 here on ES, and it happens to be our VWAP as well. So there are quite a few confluences, a lot of volumes coming through. I'm gonna go light size here. If we get to this 15.310, if we can get to 15.310, I'd be willing to go long. Or I should say 45.15 here on ES. If we do manage to, I'll go light size, just a few contracts just to see if it ends up bouncing, because I like this I like this action here. I think we might be a little overextended, and there's a few levels here to consider. You know what? I'm okay. Changed my mind. I prefer to just go for the best setup. This ain't the best setup, honestly. That's one of the reasons why I was gonna just go light, but this isn't the best setup. I mean, who am I kidding? We have a whole lot of selling pressure. Everything's indicating to the downside. Although we do have some levels of demand here, and man, we saw a strong rejection. We're bouncing off that 45.15 level here on ES. And it also happens to be a trend line. You guys see that? So there are quite a few confluences. I'm not gonna lie. So it goes. I mean, just looking at the 5 minute, you see how much volume there was. At 7:45, there was so much volume, and we happen to hit that level of resistance support. It's just been a line that's been hit quite a few times. We also hit that trend line, and then we also rejected off of the 61.8 retracement. Also a little overextended, so there were a few things kind of trying to convince me to get in, but I don't think it's the best setup. And if we look at ES, yeah. It's definitely gonna work out. I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be right back. Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? What's the damage? So we're down, man. I took 2 trades today so far. Cam, we're gonna chop it up after. 7:37. So this was a move that I was telling you guys about. We could potentially see a bounce off of this 45.15, and we did see a little retracement. Now I wouldn't want to see this, right, because this is indicating continuation here. So this 15.25 looks kind of interesting. 15.325. That's the zone I'm looking at there. So price is okay with making lower lows. We just made that little lower low there. I mean, I'm kind of interested in hopping in at 15.325 if we can get that. So I'm kind of looking at this area here. I'm not entirely sure if we can retrace back to that area, but if we do, I'm going to go short. That's a nice move. That's a really nice move. Yeah, I don't think we'll see a retracement, but that was a pretty nice move there. And the Qs, we're hitting the low days here on, or this, not the low of the days, but the open here on the Qs. Let's take this short at 15,325. Let's see if that works out for us. 15,325. We also have VWAP on our side there, so I think, I mean, pretty high probability setup. Although we are rejecting these lower levels. I'm betting that we'll find some continuation because we have a gap that needs to be filled here on the Qs. We have a huge gap here that needs to be filled. Un poquito más. We're getting close. Not quite there yet, though. Kind of makes me want to slowly add to this position, although I never do that, but I feel pretty good about this one. I'm looking to play short here. We got to this 15,320. we're getting there. I mean, I want to see 15,325. If we can hit 15,4520 here on ES, I'll go short. I'm still open to playing it short. We just haven't quite hit my zone there. Alright, let's see if we can get a sniper entry here. I'm looking at both ES and NASDAQ. I want ES to hit 4520 and I want NASDAQ to hit 15,325. But as soon as ES hits 4520, which I think we will get, I'll hop in short. I'm gonna just add to my position. I'm gonna build up the position.
Order filled.
So I'm gonna start going in light size here. I don't know, it's having a hard time here. So I went 3 contracts. Usually my full size is about 9. But I'm gonna just start kind of adding to my position as we get close to it. Just because I see it hesitating a lot, so I'm gonna just make that adjustment there. I have the other 6 locked and loaded. I wanna see 4520 hit here on ES. Yeah, price just took off, but I mean, at least I'm in 3 contracts. We're up 20 points on this. Yeah, this thing just took off. That 45, I'm surprised we didn't get 4520 here on ES, to be honest. If we break past this low, I'll probably add another 3. Not seeing a whole lot of volume here. I definitely wouldn't want to see this at this point. I wouldn't want to see this get above. I wouldn't want to see it get above 45.20 now. So I'm gonna just move my stop loss to break even. Let's do this actually. Because if we do bounce from this level and we see some aggressive buying, I think there may be a good opportunity to go long. You know, breaking past 45.20, yeah. So let's hope we can find continuation, but if we don't, I think we could have ourselves a good opportunity to go long. Because we are also bouncing off of off the open here. We're bouncing off this open on Qs, on the Qs. I'm gonna move my stop loss to 15,306. I'm hoping for a break here. We have to break here. This 15,275. It also happens to be a whole number, right? Psychological level is 15,275. So if we break that, I think we could potentially see lower lows, and I'll be adding to my position once we break. But I need to see some nice momentum. All right, we're hopping in this.
Order filled.
Let's get that break. So we just sold another 3 contracts going short. Let's get that break. And I'll sell some at 15 I'll buy. I'll I'll take my position off here. I'll trim some here at 15,250. That's a good level for me. 15,250. I wouldn't want to see this reverse, so for that reason, I'm gonna move my stop loss to about 15,292. And I'm gonna target 15,250 here. I'm only in 6 contracts here, right? It wasn't an ideal trade, but I'm glad that I'm still, I'm capitalizing off of this. We gotta see a break past the open here on ES. ES is having a hard time here. This is where we opened at this 45.06 level. We're going with the momentum. We're going with trend. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's just, I gotta see this thing break. Come on. So check out, that's not what I wanted. Check out ES here. Check out ES here. I'm actually gonna move my stop loss to about 15,282. I want to get to 15,250 if we can get there, but yeah, this is the open on ES, right? So we're having a hard time here. But I think we could still just squeeze just a little bit more. I'd be happy if I can just get that 15,250 level. Looking for another short here at 45.30. Oh, that was quite high. I don't know if you're still in here, Cam, but I got in short when when ES hit that 45.19 level. My stop loss is at 15,283. I'd still be green on the trade, but that's not really what I was going for. I was going for that 15,250.
Stop filled.
Fucking A, bro. Why don't you just have some fucking follow through shit? I was shooting for 15250 here on Nasdaq, and I think ES is the one to blame. We couldn't break past that open. We had a really hard time breaking past that open here. That's the open. Couldn't quite break past it. Still up on the trade, so that's nice. It looks like we're now starting to turn the tide here. I mean, it looks like we're breaking structure. We still do have this level of resistance up here at this 15,320. That's where we got in for that short. But I wouldn't want to play this long. I'm not really looking to play this. So we're breaking structure. This looks a little interesting because we do have somewhat of a double bottom here, and we're starting to see buyers step in. Breaking trend line. I would want to see a break past both of my EMAs here, so that's the only thing. Yeah, so we do have a supply zone up here. Could be a level that price gravitates towards. 30-minute supply that formed up there. Regulators. Mauna. And same thing with NQ. Get rid of some of this stuff here. I think I'm going down. I can't believe took my ring. They took my Rolex. I looked at the brother and said, "What's next?" I'm not really interested in playing this. I just don't see strong momentum here. Pretty slow action. And I think it's a little too early. I'm a little concerned about this 15.320 level here on we're looking at 45.19 here on ES. I'm a little concerned about that level. I don't know if it could potentially act as resistance. But we did just break past my trend line here. This structure, we're seeing some volume stepping in. You know, if we reject off of this, because we still gotta worry about VWAP too. That's another level. But if we reject off of this level here, this 45, this 15, 320, 45.20 level here, and we break down and we come down, I'd be interested in going short. Let's see what we can get here. We're seeing quite a bit of volume. I don't know if we'll break past it, but if we don't, if we end up rejecting and then we come down, I'd be looking like somewhere in here to hop in for shorts. but I'm not really interested in playing long here. Oh, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. They took my ring. Yo, 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 yo. All right, so we're hitting VWAP here. Hitting VWAP. On both ES and NASDAQ. Okay. Like I said, if we can break down, if we can see some selling step in, and we end up breaking below this level here, then I'd be interested in going short. It's either we break down right now or price gravitates up to this supply zone, and then maybe we could find ourselves another opportunity there. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button. Once again, we're live streaming every single morning. Hasn't been too bad today. I mean, I took one loser. Should have trimmed when I had the opportunity because it did go in my direction, and then that second loser that I had, it worked out perfectly on ES, but NASDAQ pulled back a little more than I was comfortable with, and I got stopped out. But had I taken the same trade on ES, it was literally at the same time, same setup. It worked out beautifully on ES, and that could have been over a 20-point move. And that's the downside with NASDAQ. It's like, since it doesn't have as much liquidity, sometimes we find ourselves with bigger moves. There's more volatility there, so sometimes it does just wipe you out, unfortunately. But yeah, that setup was there on ES. It was there. And again, that's one of my confluence. I got to see both NASDAQ and ES doing the same thing for me to hop into a trade. That just gives it that much more reinforcement. Alright, so as you guys will notice, we are having a hard time here we're having a hard time breaking past this level. Now, is this a key level? I mean, I'm not sure if this is a key level, right? But one of the things that I want to point out is sometimes when we do approach these levels, there's two things that can happen. Either we have a very strong rejection, a very strong bounce, or price just kind of consolidates at that level, which could mean either in this particular scenario, like, hey, buyers have dried out, or it could also mean like price is finding acceptance. But since it is a key level, notice how we're breaking down now. Once again, if we can get below this if we can get below this right here, this is what I was looking for.
Order filled.
All right, so I'm in this position. Don't tell me you're gonna.
Stop filled.
Ugh, my God, that's annoying. I got stopped out, and that one was a tough. Yeah, that one was tough. That was full size too, so I know I'm down. This is exactly what I was waiting for, right? It was we found some resistance here at 15,320. Sellers then stepped in. I don't know if I just got in like. I think the entry could have been better. I almost want to give this another stab here. I'm getting off. Okay, let's do it.
Order filled.
Let's do it. I think the entry could have been better, but now we got in at 15,294. Okay, there you go. Now that one's looking a lot better. And I'll trim 3 here. I went full size, so I went 9 contracts. I'll trim some here at the lows. At these 15,261. But if we do see sellers just continue this momentum, I think we might most likely break below it. So far looking good. Yeah, that first right now, the one that it wasn't the best entry, honestly. It did break past my level, but I got in at the very bottom of that, and I think I should have probably waited for that retracement to hop in. But we know there's sellers here. We see a lot of volume coming in, and there we go. There we go. Let's target the lows here at this 15,260 level. I'm gonna trim just a few here. Come on, get to 15,260, please. I would appreciate it. Come on, a little more. Un poquito más. trim some there. We do have some nice strength though. There we go. And that 15,250 just hit. Let's see how low we can go, baby. Let's see. This 15,250 actually could be another level for me to take profits.
Order filled.
So now I have three more riding. That was what, a 40-point move. That 15,250 level is a level of support, level of demand. I think it's not a strong one, but it's definitely worth considering. So once again, this is what I was anticipating, right? That 15, 320, 325 level, it acted as support just like it should have, right? And then we broke below. I fucked up on the entry in that first. What are you doing? Fucked up on the entry on that first attempt. But then once we saw that retracement, hopped back in there, and I like it. I like this. And I'm gonna just let these things ride. I don't know how low we'll go, but this is the last trade for me, and then I'm gonna hop out. I think 45.94 here on ES. Once we get there on ES 45.94, that would be a good area for me to get out. But we also do have this psychological level here at 4,500 on ES, so there's a few things to consider. My stop loss is at 15,276. Even if this does turn around, it can't go against me because I got in at 15,294. I went in short. So pretty solid trade there. Bounced off of VWAP, found resistance, then we saw some strong selling, some strong momentum hop in. In my head, I think I'm going down. I looked at the brother and said, "What's next?" Stop loss is at, once again, 15,276. I do want to hit, I'm looking at ES here. If we can hit this 4,500, then I think that's where I'll take out the rest of my position at that psychological level on ES. Besides that, if we look at NASDAQ, we have a rejection level at 15,220. If 15,220 hits, that's where I'm going to get out. All right. We out this hoe. Okay.
Stop filled.
We out this hoe. Yup. What was that? Like a 70-point move. Got in at 15,294. Just hopped out of the rest of my position there at 15,220. Very solid play. About fucking time, bruh. Shit. Full disclaimer, I've been on a fucking losing streak. Yesterday and the day before, I got absolutely wrecked. But yesterday I got to it. I made a few adjustments. I'm now using TradingView. I'm using a few other indicators. It gives you a better visual, and this is what I talk about on the Instagram. Is you really want to simplify your strategy as best as you can. And I think I'm getting close to that. Like, I'm getting really close to simplifying this to where it makes it very easy to read. And because a lot of the times what fucks us over is when we hesitate, right? We know we have a good position or something looks good, but we end up hesitating. So that's what we want to try to mitigate and ultimately eliminate, right? You just want to trade. You see your setup, just trade it, right? So yeah, dude. Solid setup. And I'm outie for the day. I'm outie. So you guys, once again, yeah, Omar, you know what? You have to go through it, bro. It's been tough for me too, so no hard feelings. Let's just keep going forward and keep getting better, man. I'll be on here tomorrow, 10 minutes before the market opens, so I'll catch you guys then. Peace.